Malort, the redemption of a revered and reviled spirit, unravels the fascinating history behind the intensely bitter spirit Chicagoans love to hate.
Author Josh Noel joins us now with more. And as a journalist, you just had to dig deep into this, because this is your favorite drink, or what prompted this?
I think it's an interesting drink. I mean, there's nothing else like Jeppson's Malort in Chicago or anywhere. And Chicago has a very special relationship to Malort.
Yeah.
I mean, as you said earlier, we love it and we love to hate it.
And we love to make people drink it.
We love to make people drink it. It's got this power that almost no other brand has.
Yeah.
And people it's not just a drink, it's an experience.
Okay.
And it occurred to me, I wrote for the Tribune for a long time, and I wrote about Malort, and I knew people were interested in it because my Malort stories were always well read. Mm-hmm. I knew people were fascinated by it, but then I just had the sort of the light bulb moment where when I was drinking a shot at home, because I do occasionally have one, because I do enjoy it.
Okay.
And I thought, excuse me, people are fascinated by this, but we don't really know that much about it.
True.
And I'm going to start digging into that, and maybe there's a book in the answer, and sure enough, there was a book in the answer.
Was there a lot of holes in the story? Did you have to dig for a lot of it?
There were a lot of holes in the story, yeah. And it took a couple solid years of reporting.
Wow.
And digging through archives and tracking down everybody I could to connect the dots. And it was fun.
All right, so what I do know of it is dates back to the 1930s and from a Swedish businessman? Or?
Yeah, a Swedish immigrant. He wasn't even really a businessman. His name was, so it's Jeppson's Malort, and his name was Carl Jeppson. He was a real person. And it could have been the 20s, could have been the 30s. We actually don't exactly know the first time that he started peddling Malort up and down, I think it was, if I recall correctly, Clark Street, which was a heavily Swedish neighborhood back then. Just trying to give his fellow Swedish immigrants a taste of home, because they drink this, unironically, in southern Sweden. This is just part of the culture. So it started out as this very sincere, legitimate business.
Yeah, but that was during Prohibition, though, so he was trying to hide it as medicine.
Again, there's almost nothing known about Carl Jeppson or how he operated. We just have sort of loose stories that were passed down through the years, and that is a thought, is that during Prohibition he could have gotten away with selling it because he claimed and that it had medicinal properties.
But they did that with a lot of booze back then.
They did.
So so he wasn't far off in making something up necessarily.
No, and Swedes do genuinely believe it has medicinal properties. And the key ingredient is this herb called wormwood, and wormwood has been used for medicinal purposes over hundreds or thousands of years. So it actually tracks.
Yeah, right. But then, so how did it come to be this symbol of Chicago?
That's the big question. Yeah, that was what I sort of had to answer. So it's just, really the answer is luck, fate. I mean, it could have gone away so many times over the years, and really probably should have, but it hung on just by good fortune. Carl Jeppson sold it in 1935 to a businessman named George Brody. George owned Jeppson's Malort from 1935 until his death in 1999. And he actually got out of the liquor business, sold his whole portfolio, but kept one brand, Jeppson's Malort, just as a hobby. Because he thought he didn't even like to drink it. He just thought it was this interesting project to work on. How do I sell this intensely bitter, astringent, kind of strange spirit?
Yeah.
And he invested in marketing and advertising and stuff. And he worked as a lawyer. He made a lot of money. But this was his hobby.
Okay.
And and
has this ever been a very lucrative brand?
It was a very unlucrative brand for a very long time, and now it's there. So it's sort of caught back on. Well, really, it caught on for the first time in about 2008, 9, 10, and it really started to become really popular and hip in the bars of Chicago. And Chicago discovered a love for it. But it was that recent. It had to hang around that long, 80 plus years to sort of find its place. Well, as I write in the book, it didn't find its place in culture. Culture kind of changed to appreciate Malort.
Yeah.
And now it's a significant brand. We doing this?
Flirting with this thing.
Well, no, I want you to drink it first.
I'll drink it first.
Okay.
I love it. I mean, it's strong. It's got a big point of view.
Yes.
But
just like Chicago, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And is this supposed to be something that is supposed to like knock out bad spirits or bad moods or be
Actually, I remember it
creativity?
being worse
You
than
do?
that,
Oh,
yeah.
do you? Well, let me see.
I remember it being worse.
See, your palate has changed, or
Maybe.
you're just tougher than you.
Or
than
maybe
you
it's the wine from
remember.
earlier.
So I get a lot of grapefruit in the nose, grapefruit pip. Oh, there's a non-fan. Wow.
I'm not saying I'm a fan. I'm just saying I remember it being much worse. Now it only tastes like I licked like bug spray off my arm or
So
something.
they call that Malort face right
Yeah.
there.
Oh.
And here's non-Malort face.
Wow.
Delicious.
I don't know if I go that far, but not as bad as I thought it was. Thank you so much for joining us. This was
Thank
really
you very
fun.
much.
Where can we find the book?
Oh, the book is at the usual places, that website where everyone goes
Yeah.
and buys everything.
Yeah, Amazon.
A lot of the local neighborhood indie bookstores are excited about it.
That's cool.
So it's going to be there, and I'm doing a whole bunch of events around Chicago where I'll be sending it,
All right.
or selling it, sorry.
JoshNoel.net.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thanks, Josh. That was
Thanks
great.
a lot.
So much.
Appreciate it.